Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing another Let's Chit Chat video. For today, we're going to be going over a bunch of news, a bunch of reviews, a bunch of content y'all can expect coming up on the channel this week, and a bunch of stuff you guys can expect content-wise and all that fun stuff. So, hope you guys have had a fantastic week. We've had a great week on the channel. We've had a lot of reviews, lots of stuff happening, man. This has been a friggin' packed week. We started it off with The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, Season 3, Episode 5. Which is a really, really good episode. Really enjoyed that episode. We also then had Gen V, Season 2, Episode 6, which, another fantastic episode of Gen V. Really enjoyed it. Really good episode there. And then we obviously also capped it off with Peacemaker, the Season 2 finale of Peacemaker, which, good lord, man. I mean, what an incredible episode. Seriously, what an incredible finale of Peacemaker. I saw some people actually say that they were really disappointed with the Peacemaker finale. I don't understand it. I thought it was a freaking phenomenal episode. I don't know what show you're watching, but I thought it was great. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was fantastic. So yeah, no, Peacemaker ended very well, I felt. There better be a Season 3. I'm telling you that. There better be a Season 3 of Peacemaker. That's all I'm freaking saying. But anyway, I heard the quotes from James Gunn. He was like, I don't think we're going to do, Peacemaker Season 3. But if we do, we're not going to do it for a long time, if ever. There's no plans for it right now. I'm like, damn it, man. Frick me. So anyway, Peacemaker was great. And, well, y'all, we finally came back with the Lost reviews. I know that was probably a bit of a surprise to y'all. I know people have been asking for it, but keep in mind, this is what we're doing with it. We are doing episodic reviews for the rest of Season 3. Once this season's done, it's going to be seasonal reviews, because I want to knock that show out, because I got other shows to, get done and stuff like that. Plus, the later seasons of Lost, I'm not as big on, so I'm going to just do, like, the, seasonal reviews. But yes, we were back with them this week. We're going to continue with them this week. I plan to cap off Season 3 of Lost this week. That is a main goal I have for the reviews this week. I'm trying to do that. We'll see if I'm able to do that. We've got 4 more episodes to cover, and actually, I filmed episodes 20 review literally like the other day. I just haven't posted it yet, so I got to get that uploaded for y'all. So you might see that, in another day or two, something like that. But anyway, point being, very, very excited to be back with the Lost reviews. I kind of just did them because I was like, you know what, like, I got to get these done. Plus, the the fans, y'all have been asking for them. I've had people tell me in the Discord, like, oh my God, Dan, bring them back, and I've had people on YouTube tell me, Dan, bring them back. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bring them back. We're going to finish them off, because, like, I was always going to finish them off, but I was thinking, like, okay, maybe I'll do, like, a Season 3 overall season review, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to finish off the individual, episode reviews. So that's what we're doing. So we're capping that off this week. Lost fans, we're back, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the return of those reviews. But in terms of content here, and in terms of upcoming stuff, I mean, we have a lot of stuff going down. A few days ago, I did a collab with Overraised Gamer as well, too. That was a fantastic one there. I had a lot of fun with him. We talked about some Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. We talked about some Game of Thrones franchise stuff, so definitely make sure to check that out as well, too. I did a collab with him the other day. I have a few other collabs I'm kind of looking into getting into right now. There's a few people I'm in contact with. So if y'all have any suggestions for good collaborators, people you may want to see me collaborate with, just let me know, because I've had people mention a few, here and there. I know y'all want me to do one with Movie Idol. I've been actually thinking about reaching out to him, so I might do that as well, too. I haven't reached out yet, but I'm thinking about doing it, because, I know that a lot of people watch a lot of his content, and some of my content, so I think that'd be a fun one to do, if he's willing to do it. I'm just gonna throw it out there in the Let's Chit Chat video, see if, anybody bites, you know what I'm saying? But I would be down. Listen, I'm down to collab with anybody Walking Dead related, or any YouTuber, or anything, really. It doesn't have to be Walking Dead, it can be anything, you know what I mean? Any Dexter content creators, or Game of Thrones creators, doesn't matter to me. I love doing that stuff, because it's a good way to interact with not only my community, but their community as well, too, you know what I'm saying? It's a fun way to spread the love, of the channels around, and, share everything around. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? So that's, a very fun thing. But, yeah, we did one with Overraised Gamer. He's a good buddy of mine, though. We like to collab pretty often, so you'll see me frequently on there. So, yeah, which he's watching World Gone Mad right now as well, too, so y'all could check out his stuff if you're curious, because he's also watching World Gone Mad. I think he's getting caught up before the new season, so obviously you guys can check that one out as well, too. He makes some great content, so definitely shout out to him. That's why I like to collab with people like him, and there's other ones that I'm thinking of, doing some collabs with down the line. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but yeah, in terms of people reaching out to do collabs, I'm always down to do it. I'm always down to do it. It's just a matter of, it's a matter of time, really. But that's it's always, it's never a, will it happen? It's always a when will it happen. That's more so, what it is when it comes to me with collabs. It's the matter of setting up the right time and stuff like that, and then usually I'm good for it. So if any creators out there want to do stuff like that, definitely let me know. I figured I'd mention that because a lot of people always say, Dan, you got to do more collabs, man. I'm like, yeah, I like to do them when I can. Definitely. And I here and there, I like to get certain ones done. So, that's kind of the idea there. But anyway, that is the stuff kind of going on this week. We had more videos. We had like Q&A video for Daryl. We had discussion videos. I reviewed that Last of Us Steelbook yesterday. If y'all didn't see that video, freaking thing. And yeah, lots of other content on the channel this week. Like I said, brought back the Lost reviews, finished off Peacemaker, Daryl Dixon, stuff like that. So in terms of what we're looking at for this week, though, coming up this week on the channel. So tonight is The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, which I actually wanted to talk about that briefly. There was a sneak peek that came out yesterday at New York Comic Con, and it's interesting to say the least. You basically have Daryl talking about how he doesn't know why he left home, which I'm like, you left home to look for Rick. What are you talking about? And then, they kind of talked about how Daryl feels like every time he stays somewhere, he kind of runs, and he doesn't want to do that anymore. And Carol said, well, when you get back home, you won't do that, and stuff like that. So it was a decent, talk scene there. The one part I didn't understand, though, is that it was a sneak peek for episode 7, which we haven't even seen episode 6 yet. So I don't know what the hell. I mean, I guess it doesn't spoil much. It's just Daryl and Carol sitting there at the beach, but I was still kind of like, damn, like, maybe you should have shared a sneak peek for episode 6, rather than episode 7. But anyway, regardless, so that's that. But anyway, so that is 307 sneak peek. I did see that. I also did see New York Comic Con for Daryl Dixon yesterday. I'm not going to do a video on it because, to be honest, there was nothing to talk about. They just kind of sat there. They wished some people happy birthday. And Norman Reedus talked about Death Stranding. I mean, like, they didn't really talk about much, to be honest. It was kind of just, random stuff. There was the sneak peek, but, even the sneak peek wasn't really much of anything. So, usually I like to cover Walking Dead Comic-Cons, but I'm not going to cover this one. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? There was no Rick announcement. There was no, crossover announcement or Dead City teaser or this and that. There's nothing. It was just regular, just Daryl stuff with a quick little sneak peek. That was honestly it. I saw some people hyping it up like, oh my god, this could be the Rick return announcement. I'm like, I knew for a fact it wasn't gonna be. There's no way. They're only in talks right now. You know what I mean? So, we'll have to see. But I'll tell you one thing right now, man. I do hope they bring some Rick news to us soon. I definitely do. But yeah, no, New York Comic Con for Walking Dead this year kind of sucked. I'm not going to lie. That's why I'm not covering it. I'm mentioning it here, and then that's all I'm doing. But there's a new sneak peek out if you want to check that out. Yeah, that's kind of all it was. But anyway. So, in terms of, upcoming content for The Walking Dead, obviously we got the last 2 episodes of Daryl Dixon, and that leads me into, of course, tomorrow's content. Tomorrow we have episode 6 review of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Very curious to see this one. This is the penultimate episode, and this one is going to be the one in Barcelona with Paz and Daryl, so that should be interesting for sure. We're going to be checking that one out. I kind of hope the episode airs early again tonight. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, in terms of, reviews and stuff like that, we're going to be, covering that tomorrow, and then we're going to be doing a predictions video for the finale as well too, so you can expect a review tomorrow for episode 6 and a predictions video for the finale as well. So that'll be the content tomorrow, starting things off strong with Daryl Dixon tomorrow for the reviews. Then on Wednesday we're going to be covering Gen V, the penultimate episode of season 2 of Gen V. Very excited for that. That's going to be really exciting. I can't believe we're already wrapping up Gen V here with the last 2 weeks of Gen V, so that's really exciting. Excited to do that, and the season's been really good. It's been really good. I've been enjoying it for sure. And, well, of course, unfortunately, there's no frickin' Peacemaker this week, so, there's going to be obviously more Lost reviews. I'm going to have more time to do more Lost reviews, so that's why I say I'll probably try to conclude Season 3 of Lost on the channel this week, because I'll have that open time, you know what I mean, because, Peacemaker won't be around. Seriously, though, I'm going to miss Peacemaker. It's kind of rough, with no Peacemaker this week, I ain't going to lie. That was, like, the #1 show I was watching, you know what I'm saying? That was, like, my favorite one. Man. But anyway, I love the season, though, so I ain't complaining. It's nice to look back on it and look at it, look back on it that fondly, you know what I mean? Because it's such a good season. Such a good show in general. Just such a well done story. You know what I mean? If John Cena doesn't win an award for his performance this season, I don't know what's wrong with the world. So but anyway, really good stuff there. But yeah, because Peacemaker is out of the schedule this week, because that's done now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just replace that with a bunch of Lost reviews whenever I'm able to get the chance, because I want to conclude this season on the channel this week, because the week after that, I want to get into the seasonal reviews, and then there's another TV show I've been thinking about reviewing that I want to get to. So, that's the plan there. It's a TV show you guys have been recommending me to watch for a long time, and I'm finally going to do it, but I got to get done these Lost reviews first, then we're going to do that. So, that's kind of the idea there. It's kind of the plan, it's kind of the lineup, and stuff like that. We'll do more Walking Dead Q&A videos this week as well, too. I think I did one this week, I'm pretty sure, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did one on Monday. I didn't do a second one this week just because we had a lot of other content going on. So I'll try to make a goal, especially with the finale this upcoming week, leading up to that. I'll try to get 2 Q&A videos for Daryl Dixon done. So that's kind of the idea there. And there is a game review I'm kind of getting close on finishing here. So there might be another game review coming up this week. I can't say what it is. No, it's not Yote. Yote is probably going to take me another 2 weeks. It's not Yote. It's another game I've been thinking about reviewing. So I might also squeeze that in potentially late this week or early next week. So stay tuned for that. There's a chance of another game review. You guys know I've been really into the game reviews on the channel. I've been, trying to review lots of different games, and I've been playing a certain game that I think a lot of people would be pretty excited for to see reviews for. So I'm going to potentially do that this week, but it's going to take me a good amount of editing, so that could be pushed into the week after. But there is another game I'm thinking of reviewing as well. And then Ghost of Yote, I'm about halfway through the game right now, so it's going to still take me a little bit, but I'm thinking about 2 weeks from now, you guys should expect a Yote review. I know there's a lot of people saying a lot of horrible things about Yote, and I've heard a lot of things about it. I'm not even going to go into it, but I've heard a lot of things, and I'm just like, just play the damn game and shut up. Like, seriously. There's been a lot of just weird comments I've heard about the game, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm reviewing it. I don't care, Like, I don't care what this and this and this and that. It doesn't matter to me. A game is what you make it. I don't care if the creator's this and the frickin' actor's this and this and that. Listen, I've heard so many things, I'm not even gonna go into it, but I'm like, listen, I'm not here for the creators. I'm here for the story that I'm invested in. You know what I'm saying? And if that story's good, I'm gonna cover it. I don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just where I'm at with that whole Yote situation. But yeah. Anyway, you need to learn to separate, IRL stuff to, a video game. That's the best way I'd put it. So there you go. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Yote. I know some people also been asking me, like, Dan, have you heard about this and this? Oh, yeah, I've heard about it, but I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. When I finish playing this game, I'm going to review it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the frick the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the way I roll, It's I'm here for entertainment. We're here for entertainment, not because of, this and this, So I really don't care about that stuff. Anyway, and then, of course, finally, we have a few other kind of things. Obviously, I want to wrap things up with World Gone Mad. World Gone Mad is coming back in a few weeks here, y'all, and I could not be more excited. I'm honestly very excited to finally put out that premiere to y'all, World Gone Mad. And I know some people have caught up to World Gone Mad for this release date, so I appreciate all the people that have binged the show to get ready for it. And I appreciate all the people checking out World Gone Mad, because I'm getting a lot of comments of people saying, hey, like, I just got done World Gone Mad, this and this, and honestly, it's crazy to hear, man. It really is. It's an insane journey so far, and it's only going to get crazier, I can tell you. I can tell you that. There's some crap going on in Season 5 of World Gone Mad that I don't think anybody's going to be ready for. I genuinely think some people are going to say, Dan, what did you do? So it's going to be it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy for sure. And you guys know it's a long season, so this ain't going to be no quick thing. You're going to be in Season 5 for a long time. So what you're getting this fall is just the beginning of what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So, there you go. But before we go, I wanted to share 2 more posters, of course, for World Gone Mad, because I like to do this every week. New character posters for Season 5. This week we have Ashley, starting things off. We have Ashley here. She is in a very interesting position. Ashley kind of becomes a very different character this season. We kind of get to see a little bit more of her than we did in Season 4. She kind of is more challenged, than anything really that we've seen her be challenged in before. And her character is kind of going to be led into a kind of an ideology of some sorts, and that's all I'll really say. And then Miles' character this season, he goes through a pretty insane journey as well, too. Miles, I mean, Loyal to the end to Dave. That's the one thing we know about him. He used to be his henchman, you know what I mean? And Miles, we do something with Miles this season that I think is definitely going to be very surprising to viewers. I definitely think it will be. And something that I've actually heard people kind of talk about here and there that I think people will find very interesting about his character. So yeah, very fun stuff. Miles and Ashley have a lot of stuff going on this season, and their characters are going to be very big, and lots of things you can expect coming for both of them. So it's going to be a very fun, season for both. But anyway, that is the character posters. We're going to keep those ones going, of course. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, guys, and let me know what you guys all think about all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, in terms of World Gone Mad, of course, coming back in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to getting y'all's reactions to it. I know y'all are excited. I'm excited. Trust me, I'm excited to put it out to y'all and see what you guys think about it. And of course, I'll be checking out all them reviews and reactions that everybody has to World Gone Mad, because I know there's quite a few y'all now that are, wanting to cover it, and some that are covering it, you know what I mean? So I'll be always tuning in for those. And just remember, you know what I'm saying? Always give me constructive criticism. Any negatives you have, never hold back in your content reviews for World Gone Mad, guys, because I always like to hear the honest, brutal truth, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to know, is it perfect? Is it not? You know what I'm saying? And if it isn't, I like to know what I can use to improve in the future, you know what I'm saying? So I always like the honesty from those reviews and reactors and, this and that. So definitely, don't hold back. Always be honest, for sure. Trust me, y'all, I always love seeing it. I love the positives as much as I love the negatives. I love hearing both. I love hearing the feedback. It's always good to get. And then, in terms of reviews, Daryl Dixon tomorrow. Enjoy the episode, y'all, of course. Gen V, more Lost reviews, and then, obviously, there'll be a few more Q&A videos this week and stuff like that. And then, potentially, a game review I might be squeezing in this week as well. So, anyway, that is that. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Sure, follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World Gone Mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.